Well, a very warm good evening to all the esteemed panel members for today's event, and good evening to all the audiences who have tuned in. And I'm sure that as the evening progresses, we will get to find few more audiences tuning in. Uh, so, this particular event is being hosted by workshops of Dr. Kisholoy, an endeavor that I started some 3 years back, and we it has been offering workshops in the area of digital marketing, advertising, and sales. And till date, I have trained over 200 students and junior professionals. And coming to this topic for today's evening, uh, inspiration or execution, what defines creativity better? Now, for the sake of audiences, we will like to clarify over here that our elite panelists are going to restrict this discussion in order to make it much more purposeful to authorship of books as far as this word creativity is concerned. Secondly, when we talk about what defines creativity, we actually are trying to understand what defines creative success, because there can be creativity at the end of the day, but a creativity which is not acceptable or a creativity which is not laudable, that particular creativity makes no sense. So we will be focusing our discussion on those creativity which have been successful, which have been acceptable by the public at large, and what has been the component of such creative successes. Inspiration to me is something which comes to the author's mind in the beginning, a lingering thought which does not allow an author to have the peace of mind until and unless the author puts pen to paper. So that is that kind of that initial thought which comes, which is very very strong, which has a strong drive, so to say. And then how the author executes that particular thought, how he presents that thought, that is what is this execution is all about. Now, I am sure that the esteemed panelists today are going to focus much more than this as far as this topic is concerned. And so, without further ado, I will be asking our first guest speaker for the evening uh, to take charge of the proceedings. And he happens to be a former professor of IIM Ahmedabad, Professor Dr. Piyush Kumar Sinha. He is Director, CRI Advisory and Research, having over 37 years of advisory, research, and training, as well as managerial experience in marketing, sales, retailing, service, and business strategy for product as well as service companies, which includes B2C and B2B, in the domains of retailing and e commerce, luxury and lifestyle, healthcare, decision sciences, and IT. He has been involved in more than 100 advisory and training initiatives in these areas. Professor Sinha holds a PhD in marketing. He was a professor of marketing at IIM Ahmedabad till March 2018. Before IIM Ahmedabad, he taught at IIM Bangalore, XIMB, and was dean at MICA. He has published articles in several reputed journals: International Journal of Retail and Distribution Management, Journal of Retailing and Consumer Research, Journal of Brand Management, and Vikapa, to name a few. He has served on the editorial board of International Journal of Applied Decision Sciences and was the resident editor for AMS Review. He has published several books. He is one of the few resources in qualitative research in the country. Between 95 and 99, he served as marketing manager for a utility, which is Gujarat Gas, and an FMCG company, Rasna. He has been a mentor to several startups, especially in the area of social entrepreneurship. He serves on the boards of companies such as Gujarat Gas, Infibeam, Ujas Energy, and JetBlue. It gives me a lot of pleasure to invite Dr. Sinha as the first speaker for this evening. Over to you, Dr. Sinha.
Thank you, Dr. Kisholoy, and thank you everyone for